I did a video before, not too long ago. It's regarding panic attacks and anxiety attacks, which for that flight or fight response, fight or flight response that your brain is sending for no reason. You're really not in any danger, but it's just giving you that signal. So that's why you're having them. But it seems like more and more people, a lot of people are having it, which probably has a lot to do with the food and everything else we're eating. I don't think it's a mental thing because it's funny how it just shown up in the last, I don't know, generation maybe or so. Just like everything else with the kids being depressed and sick, the teens, this overload of everything that they're putting in our foods and I don't know. Anyway, it's a little off topic, but anyhow. So I did make a video about the pink Himalayan salt, to get at least a little bit of minerals that you're supposed to be getting in your system. It's in another video, which it works. I do drink it, and it has taken the panic attacks down a lot. But here's the other thing. Sometimes when I'm driving, and this is what scares people the most, and you can literally, and if you have panic attacks, you know this is true. If you even start to think that you're going to have one, or you're worried about it the minute you leave, you're going to have one. You're going to talk yourself right into it. So you already know, just by doing that you're mentally able to control it, if you know how to. If you can talk yourself into it, you can pretty much talk yourself out, but you get in such a state of fear, and I have them bad, so I know everybody's going to say, I've seen so many videos, just breathe, and it's like, what? Just breathe, you feel like you're going to pass out, you're dizzy, and it's scary. So I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, right, that's not going to work. And then Xanax and all that helps for a little while, but then that stops working after a while. But I've been doing this one thing, and I'm going to show you that you can do it. I want you to try it wherever it's starting to happen, because usually if you get them often like I do, you can feel it coming on. You already know, like if I wake up in the morning, I know what kind of a day I'm going to have. I already do. I can tell if it's, oof, I'm clear today. But sometimes it does sneak up on you later, or like right out of the blue or something. But usually I could tell what kind of a day it's going to be. Am I going to have to worry about it, a full-fledged panic attack happening later because it's sitting right on the edge, You know what I mean if you have them. Anyway, so here's what you're going to do, whether you're driving or wherever it happens, at work, if you feel it coming on, you're like, oh no, and then the more you worry about it, the worse it's going to get. So the thing to do is, this is what I do, and it actually works. Not only do I drink the Himalayan pink salt, but here's what I want you to do, and just to try it, because it might not work for everybody. I mean, everybody's different. But what you want to do, since it's your brain signaling that there's an emergency going on when there's really not, you got to get the other side of your brain working too to offset what the other one's doing. So you want the left side and the right side to work at the same time. So what I do is when I have that feeling, it just happened the other day when I was driving to my sister's, I started to get that shaky feeling in your hands, and that's how it starts for me anyway. And then the tunnel vision will start, and then your mouth gets super dry, and you start freaking out because you know it's coming. And now you're in at a light, and you know what happens if I pass out right here in the road. You start to get the worst things. So don't do that. What you're gonna do is imagine a clock in your head, like like a movie. Here, let me show you. See that number 60? That's what you're going to visualize in your head. That number. It's going to look just like that. And you're going to literally, in your mind, count down from 60 all the way to 0. And you have to see every number, though, because you're concentrating. You're going to use the other side of your brain, and you need to do that to the other side, calm the other side down. So you're going to see that number 60 and literally visualize it. 60, 59, 58, 57. Same way it looks there, but the numbers are going to go down. That's what you're going to visualize in your head. And it takes some concentration to actually count backwards and see it at the same time, believe it or not. It sounds easy, it sounds kiddish, but it really does take the other side of your brain to do that. So you're going to watch it. Just see it in your head like like it's a movie, and just watch it count down and make sure you get every number right. 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, and so on and so on. And it does take, and sometimes, because right in the beginning it's going to be a little hard because you're too busy worrying about your panic attack. But just watch those numbers. And sometimes I skip the number because it really takes it. You do have to concentrate a little bit to see every number, make sure it's in the right order. And by the time you get down to like 10 and 9, and then you say to yourself, by the time I get to 1, then this is going to be over. And it's not a lot of the times now. It just, as soon as I start thinking about those numbers, because now I'm using the other side of my brain, it completely blocks. It's confusing the signals. So it will completely or either immediately stop the panic attack, or it's going to slow it down right away. So it took me maybe 3 or 4 times doing it to get all the way down to 1. But now when I do it, it's like I get to like 30 or maybe even 25, and the symptoms are almost completely done because I'm now I'm getting better at it. So I'm completely focusing on the numbers, not the panic attack anymore. But it's going to take you a little time to do that because you're going to fight it at first. You're going to be like, I can't, this is stupid. I can't. But just look at those numbers in your head. Do not sway away from that. Watch them count down in your head, just like that looks like. But that's what it's going to look like in your head. And just count it down. And just see every single number, 60, 59, 58, 57. But it's got to be like a movie. You got to make your brain work. You're going to make the other side of the brain work, so it's going to actually mess up the other side, the one that's thinking you're in a flight response. So I want you to try that, and then let me know how it works for you. It might take the first couple times. It's going to be a little iffy because you're not used to it, and the panic attacks are so strong that it's going to take a while. But as soon as you start to focus on those numbers and really focus, just try to forget. I know it's hard. Try to forget the panic attack for a second. See those numbers and count down. Don't do anything but see those numbers in your head and watch every number change. Don't move. Don't even stray from that. And by the time you get down to 0, I guarantee you that it's either going to be all the way gone or just so leveled out that you're not going to even worry about it anymore. So give it a try. And I'm curious to see how it works for you guys, because it works for me. The minute I start feeling it, I just mentally see those numbers and something switches in your brain since you're using both sides now. So try it. Let me know what happens. Have a good day.